What if the fruit you thought was healing your body was actually slowing down your muscles, day by day? You eat healthy, you choose fruit over sweets, and yet your legs still feel heavy, your energy dips faster, and recovery takes longer than it should. Well, the truth might be hiding in your fruit bowl. Today, we're revealing the shocking truth about 7 popular fruits that quietly block muscle recovery in seniors, and why even one of them could be sabotaging your strength without you realizing it. If staying strong, steady, and independent after 60 matters to you, don't miss this. Like this video and subscribe to Prime Health, so you never miss a science-backed way to age smarter, not weaker. Pineapple, a tropical trap for aging muscles. At first glance, pineapple seems like a perfect addition to any healthy diet. It's juicy, vibrant, packed with vitamin C, and tastes like vacation in a bite. But for seniors trying to preserve muscle strength and promote recovery, pineapple can quietly sabotage progress if consumed too often or in large quantities. The biggest issue lies in its acidity and enzymatic content, particularly bromelain, a natural compound that breaks down proteins. While bromelain is marketed as anti-inflammatory, it can also interfere with the absorption and effectiveness of dietary protein when overconsumed, especially in those with weaker digestive systems. As we age, the stomach produces less acid and digestive enzymes. This makes protein digestion already more difficult, and pineapple, with its high acidity, may further irritate sensitive stomachs, causing discomfort, bloating, or acid reflux. This can indirectly lead to poorer nutrient absorption, meaning that even if a senior eats enough protein, their muscles might not be getting what they need. Over time, this reduces recovery speed and increases the risk of fatigue and muscle wasting, especially if pineapple is eaten with or after a protein-rich meal. Another concern is sugar. Pineapple contains around 16 grams of sugar per cup, not as bad as soda, but high enough to spike blood sugar levels, especially in those with prediabetes or insulin resistance. These sugar spikes may trigger a cascade of inflammation and fatigue, which can slow down muscle repair and contribute to sarcopenia. Many seniors also unknowingly consume canned or packaged pineapples soaked in syrup, which can double the sugar intake in a single snack. The fruit's reputation for being anti-inflammatory can also be misleading. While bromelain may offer benefits in isolated doses, consuming pineapple daily doesn't deliver therapeutic amounts, and its acidic sugary composition may outweigh any minor benefit. Seniors dealing with joint or muscle pain might think they're helping their bodies by eating pineapple, when in fact they may be compounding issues like water retention, cramps, or imbalance in mineral absorption. Pineapple can still be enjoyed in moderation, perhaps as part of a light fruit salad, separate from main meals. But for older adults focused on rebuilding muscle, it's important to be cautious. Choosing lower acid, lower sugar fruits like blueberries or kiwi might offer a better balance between flavor and muscle support. Your digestion, energy, and physical strength may thank you. Grapes, a sweet bite that drains strength. Grapes are often marketed as a convenient, heart-healthy snack. They're easy to eat, don't require peeling, and offer antioxidants like resveratrol, but when it comes to muscle recovery in seniors, grapes can be deceptively harmful. One of the biggest issues is their high glycemic impact in such a small volume. Just a handful of grapes can flood the bloodstream with quick sugar, which causes a rapid insulin spike, and over time, that roller coaster of blood sugar can blunt the body's ability to rebuild muscle effectively. For seniors, maintaining stable blood glucose is crucial. Muscles need steady, regulated fuel to repair microtears and grow stronger. But grapes, especially seedless varieties, are packed with fructose, which the liver must process first before the muscles ever get a chance. This detour not only slows recovery but can contribute to fat storage around the midsection, further complicating metabolic health and making it harder to stay lean and mobile. Another hidden problem lies in the skin of the grape. While it's a source of fiber and polyphenol, it also contains compounds that may irritate sensitive digestive systems. Older adults with reduced gut motility or inflammation may find grapes increase bloating or discomfort, which can make it harder to maintain proper digestion of proteins and minerals, both essential for muscle restoration. It's not uncommon for seniors to experience slowed digestion from too many grapes, especially if eaten late in the day or with other carbohydrate-heavy meals. Grapes also offer very little in the way of muscle-supporting nutrients like magnesium, potassium, or amino acids. So while they may feel satisfying as a hydrating snack, they don't give the body what it truly needs after a walk, workout, or physical therapy session. Worse, their sugar content can crowd out more nutrient-dense foods, like yogurt, nuts, or eggs, leading to poor overall meal balance for those trying to preserve strength with limited appetite. In short, grapes should be treated as a treat, not a staple. They're not bad in isolation, but for aging adults whose metabolism is slowing and muscles are becoming more fragile, frequent snacking on grapes can quietly drain energy, interfere with insulin function, and delay muscle healing. A few grapes now and then won't harm, but they shouldn't dominate your fruit bowl if muscle recovery is your goal. Bananas, not always the muscle friend you think. Bananas have long held a golden reputation as the go-to snack for athletes, loaded with potassium and quick fuel. But for seniors aiming to recover muscle strength, especially after 60, the story becomes much more complicated. While they do contain potassium, which supports muscle contraction, they're also one of the most sugar-dense fruits, and that can quietly sabotage the muscle recovery process for aging bodies already struggling with insulin sensitivity and slower metabolism. One medium banana contains around 14 grams of sugar, mostly in the form of fast-digesting carbs like glucose and fructose. For seniors, whose insulin function is often diminished, this can cause rapid spikes and crashes in blood sugar, leading to fatigue, inflammation, and weakened recovery cycles. While a young athlete might burn through that sugar easily, older adults often end up storing it as fat, especially around the midsection, rather than using it for muscle repair or regeneration. Another overlooked issue is that bananas are relatively low in protein, magnesium, and antioxidants, all vital for rebuilding muscle tissue. While they're often eaten alone as a snack, they don't provide the complete nutritional profile needed for post-activity recovery. Worse, many seniors believe that bananas alone are enough to replenish muscles after walking or exercise, skipping out on more helpful foods like yogurt, eggs, or nuts that offer the amino acids needed for true muscle repair. Digestively, bananas can also be a problem for certain seniors. Overripe bananas, in particular, are high in FODMAPs, fermentable carbs that can cause bloating, gas, and discomfort in those with slower digestion or mild irritable bowel symptoms, which are common in aging adults. This bloating may seem minor, but poor gut health reduces nutrient absorption, especially the minerals and proteins critical for keeping leg muscles strong and mobile. Finally, bananas' soft texture makes them easy to overconsume. One banana quickly leads to two, especially if you're hungry or tired, and that sugar stack-up can displace better sources of fuel. For older adults watching both their weight and muscle mass, this can result in increased cravings, poor satiety, and missed opportunities for truly nourishing meals. Bananas aren't the enemy, but without balance, they can quietly become a roadblock on the path to strength. Watermelon, a sweet summer trap for aging muscles. Watermelon seems like the perfect summer snack, juicy, hydrating, and refreshing. But beneath that bright red flesh lies a surprising challenge for seniors trying to rebuild and maintain muscle mass. While watermelon is mostly water and contains some helpful nutrients like lycopene and vitamin C, its extremely high glycemic index and lack of protein or fat can actually hinder muscle recovery after 60, when the body needs slower, steadier energy and deeper nourishment. One of the biggest concerns with watermelon is how rapidly it raises blood sugar. A typical serving contains mostly simple sugars like glucose and fructose, without any fiber or fat to slow down absorption. This causes a sharp rise in insulin, followed by a crash that can leave muscles underfueled and energy levels low. For seniors whose insulin response is already weakened, this roller coaster leads to increased inflammation and slower muscle repair after even light physical activity like walking or housework. Another issue is that watermelon lacks the amino acids needed to rebuild damaged muscle fibers. After age 60, muscle protein synthesis declines naturally, meaning the body doesn't repair as easily after strain. Seniors need high-quality sources of protein after activity, yet watermelon delivers mostly sugar and water, without the building blocks required for strength. While it might cool you down, it won't help you recover or stay strong. Additionally, watermelon is often consumed in large portions due to its lightness and sweetness. That means more sugar, more insulin spikes, and less room left in the meal for muscle-supportive foods. Many seniors unknowingly fill up on watermelon thinking it's harmless, when in fact it displaces better options like cottage cheese, Greek yogurt, or a boiled egg, all of which offer the protein and minerals muscles crave. Finally, because watermelon has a strong diuretic effect, it can contribute to dehydration if not balanced with electrolytes. Seniors are already more prone to fluid loss and mineral imbalances, which are closely tied to muscle cramps, fatigue, and weakness. Eating watermelon in excess, especially on hot days, can flush out potassium and magnesium, two key minerals that support muscle function and prevent spasms or tightness in the legs and back. In short, watermelon is refreshing, but deceptively one-sided. For aging muscles, it offers little support and can easily become a sugary distraction from the real recovery foods your body needs. If you love it, enjoy it in moderation, ideally with some protein nearby, but don't rely on it to help you rebuild strength. Green apples, the sour saboteur of muscle recovery. Green apples are often hailed as a healthy snack, especially for those watching their weight. But for seniors trying to support muscle recovery and fight off age-related weakness, these tart fruits may not be as friendly as they seem. While they do offer fiber and a modest amount of vitamin C, the sharp acidity and high fructose content can quietly interfere with your body's ability to heal and rebuild muscles after exertion, especially if consumed frequently and without balance. One key concern with green apples is their high concentration of malic acid and pectin. While these compounds can aid digestion in moderation, they can also cause stomach discomfort and interfere with protein absorption when consumed excessively, particularly in older adults with sensitive digestive systems. After age 60, the gut naturally produces less stomach acid and enzymes, which already makes it harder to break down proteins and absorb amino acids. Adding an acidic, fibrous fruit on top of that can further disrupt nutrient uptake and slow muscle repair. Another issue is that green apples contain a significant amount of fructose, a sugar that, unlike glucose, is processed almost entirely in the liver. For seniors with slower metabolism or early signs of insulin resistance, fructose can increase fat storage around the liver and muscles, leading to a decrease in muscle quality over time. This can also interfere with energy production, leaving you feeling fatigued or sore longer after even minor physical activity. Many people eat green apples raw, on an empty stomach, thinking it's a light way to start the day. But for seniors, this can lead to unstable blood sugar levels, especially if paired with caffeine or no protein. The quick digestion of the apple's sugar can create an insulin spike that's not followed by any meaningful energy or nutrient delivery to muscles, just a crash, followed by weakness and cravings. Green apples also offer very little in terms of direct muscle-supporting nutrients. Unlike bananas, which at least provide potassium, or berries, which are rich in antioxidants, green apples are comparatively low in the vitamins and minerals necessary for tissue regeneration, such as magnesium, zinc, or vitamin D. Their crisp texture may feel refreshing, but they don't offer the deep repair tools your aging muscles depend on after any physical effort. If you enjoy the taste, there's no need to eliminate green apples entirely, but they should be seen as an occasional snack, not a daily staple for muscle health. When you do eat them, try pairing them with a protein or fat, like almond butter or a slice of cheese, to slow sugar absorption and give your muscles something real to work with. Because after 60, it's not just about avoiding damage, it's about fueling true strength and recovery. Mandarins and oranges, the sour surprise weakening senior muscles. Mandarins and oranges are often seen as healthy, refreshing fruits. But for seniors struggling with muscle recovery and strength, these juicy citrus favorites may quietly do more harm than good. The combination of high acidity and natural sugar creates a double-edged problem for the aging body, one that affects digestion, protein absorption, and overall muscular repair. The acidity in these fruits is a major issue. As we age, the stomach naturally produces less acid, making digestion slower and less effective. Adding acidic fruits like oranges and mandarins to an already weakened digestive system can worsen reflux, irritation, and bloating. More importantly, excess acidity can interfere with the breakdown of protein in the stomach, a process essential for supplying muscles with the amino acids they need to rebuild and grow. Then there's the sugar. While it's natural, the fructose content in citrus can still cause spikes in blood sugar, especially if consumed on an empty stomach or in excess. These rapid spikes are followed by crashes, which leave the muscles underfueled and fatigued. Over time, this roller coaster effect contributes to chronic tiredness, reduced endurance, and increased inflammation in the joints and muscle tissue. Citrus fruits also contain compounds that can interfere with the absorption of vital minerals like calcium and magnesium. These are crucial for proper muscle contraction, relaxation, and recovery. Without enough of them, older adults may experience more cramps, stiffness, and weakness, even if they're eating enough protein overall. And let's not forget their effect on the gut. Excessive citrus intake may upset the microbiome, leading to imbalances in gut bacteria that affect nutrient absorption. If your gut can't absorb protein, minerals, or vitamins properly, your muscles won't get the building blocks they need, no matter how healthy your overall diet appears. Finally, seniors often pair citrus fruits with other acidic or sugary foods, like juice or pastries, compounding the problem. While a slice of orange might seem harmless, daily habits add up. Over time, it could mean the difference between stable leg strength and slow, creeping weakness. Mango, the tropical fruit that tires out your muscles. Mango might be the king of tropical fruits, but for aging muscles, it can quietly wear down your strength. While it's delicious and packed with vitamins, mango is also extremely high in natural sugars and can put a surprising amount of stress on the liver, one of the body's most important allies in muscle repair and amino acid metabolism. Let's talk sugar first. A single ripe mango can contain 40 to 50 grams of sugar. While natural, this sugar still behaves like refined glucose in the bloodstream, triggering insulin release, raising blood sugar, and then crashing energy levels soon after. For seniors, who often already have reduced insulin sensitivity, this can lead to persistent fatigue, poor muscle repair, and increased fat storage in place of lean muscle. The liver takes the biggest hit. When we consume high-sugar fruits like mango, especially in large amounts or late in the day, the liver must process the excess fructose. Over time, this can contribute to fatty liver development, sluggish detoxification, and reduced protein synthesis, all of which directly impact muscle function and recovery. And since the liver plays a central role in converting dietary protein into usable amino acids, overworking it with sugar only weakens your muscular system. Mango also lacks key balancing nutrients. It's low in magnesium, calcium, or fiber, elements that would otherwise help offset its sugar impact. Without them, the sugar absorbs quickly, and the energy spike doesn't last. This can lead to muscle crashes, where your limbs feel heavy, recovery is delayed, and physical activity becomes more exhausting than it should be. In addition, mango's sweetness often masks its inflammatory effect. The fruit's high sugar content may contribute to chronic low-grade inflammation in the muscles and joints, especially in older adults with pre-existing metabolic or joint issues. This inflammation slows down tissue repair and can make soreness and stiffness last much longer. Another hidden downside? Mango is often added to smoothies or fruit bowls alongside other high-sugar ingredients. This overload of fructose can overwhelm not just the liver, but the entire muscular support system. And when consumed late at night, it can disrupt overnight muscle recovery, a time when the body naturally rebuilds and repairs most of its tissue. While mango in small portions and earlier in the day may be fine for some, frequent consumption can silently sabotage your efforts to stay strong after 60. Choose wisely, and prioritize fruits that energize and nourish your muscles without stressing your system. Some fruits may look healthy, but for seniors, they can quietly weaken your muscles. High sugar, acidity, and stress on your gut can slow recovery and steal your strength. Make smarter choices, fuel your body right, and you'll feel the difference. Like this video and subscribe to Prime Health, where we help you stay strong, sharp, and independent after 60.